Two of the biggest mandates of our time are clear: reskilling our workforce and building AI responsibly. At Automation Anywhere, we think about this the same way we think about everything we do or build. How do we create a foundation that is ethical, scalable, and truly delivers? And it starts with a simple set of questions. How do we build a great business with a great product? How do we build a great product with great people? How do we bring in great people with a strong culture and the right practices? How do we build those practices? By putting ethics and humans at the center of everything we do. Because when you get that foundation right, everything else follows. So today, I'm excited to join on stage with Adi Kuruganti, our Chief Product Officer, to discuss what it takes to build agentic automation responsibly. Welcome, Adi. Hi, Adi. Good to have you on stage.
Thank you for having me.
I have a series of questions to ask you. One, to understand how we build it and how we are going to help our customers and partners build it. So my first question to you, what does responsible AI mean in simple terms?
So at its core, for us, responsible AI means it's both powerful and safe, because that's the lens we operate in as far as our customers using our AI offerings to power the mission-critical processes. And it's a core to our architecture, how we've built our platform, built our product. In many ways, no different from how we look at security and identity. That's how we think about responsible AI.
The powerful and safe leads me to my second question. I know we've put together a responsible AI framework that spans the full cycle of our product lifecycle. Can you talk a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so when we started, we've built AI offerings for quite some time, even before Gen AI, Agentic AI. So this framework in many ways is an expansion of what we've always done. So we defined this responsible AI framework across the entire, what we call the SDLC lifecycle, software development lifecycle, but it includes aspect of training and how do we redact data, how do we build custom models on top of whether it's AI ML or whether it's generative AI, the tooling around monitoring and observability, but then also the ethics around, okay, how do we use that data within our products? How do we make sure that customer trust is paramount? So how do we have the right training for folks around that? And other aspects of accessibility and accountability for how we use that data, but also how do we build agentic systems.
I love that, because even at Automation Anywhere, I know the Responsible AI Council, has folks from across every department.
Yes.
So it's product, R&D, but even sales and HR and marketing, legal. And I think that's a great way to build a structure of culture of bringing responsible AI to fruition. Mm-hmm. My second question, why does this matter at all?
I think it matters because both the good and the not so good can get amplified with how AI is being used by our customers, but across the board in all our products. So obviously there's a human impact. A lot of AI, the engagement is with employees and end customers. So that can amplify across thousands and tens of thousands of users. And then if you think about the kinds of outcomes we're trying to drive for our customers, these are kind of mission critical outcomes touching financial systems, healthcare systems. So there's a huge risk if things go wrong. So we need to have the right governance tools in place for that. And all this ultimately leads to a loss of trust. When you lose trust, you lose momentum. And so that's essentially what we're focused on, ensuring the highest levels of trust and accountability to how customers apply this.
And I think that's something that sticks with me always is the human impact and the burden and the responsibility that we carry with it. Because like you said, it amplifies everything. It amplifies the good and what is possible, but it also amplifies the risk and what could go wrong. But that's excellent. My next question, is responsible AI a constraint on our innovation?
It's no different from security and identity. Security is not a constraint on innovation, and neither is responsible AI. In fact, if you have the right foundation, you can move faster. And that's what I tell my teams, and I think anybody who's built any AI offerings or any AI products or implemented AI knows this. You can't innovate when the foundation is not solid. And so for me, for us, the team, it's something that makes innovation sustainable and actually helps accelerate innovation on the mid to long term. And again, this is not something new to us. We've been doing this for quite some time.
That's fantastic. I think sustainable innovation, that's a core of what we do. Absolutely. How do you know, and this is, I think, true and a good question for the audience as well, but how do we know when we can trust an AI system?
Yeah, so there are various aspects of it. First, you need to understand what the AI system is doing. So how it's planning, reasoning, why it's reasoning a certain way, what actions it's doing. So this is something, if you've looked at our agentic systems, it gives you the full information at runtime. Then you have to have and by the way, this is both at design time, runtime, and the observability around it. So you need to have the full observability around it. Then the controls. What access do these agents have? Like what systems can they access? Who can access them? That's really important. Not only things like RBAC, but accessing systems. And then this aspect of, this is something new because in many ways understandability and control is true for a lot of other systems. But continuous evaluation is really important. Some of you might have heard, may understand the concept around model drift and agent drift. So continuous evaluation to say, okay, is the agent performing the way it was always performing? Are there any changes with either new models? So having that insight and real-time insight so that a customer can take action if something changes.
That makes absolute sense to me as well, because trust isn't something you achieve once, right? You have to. It's a continuous modem. I like that. And then my other question is, how is Automation Anywhere approaching this internally? How are we doing this? How are we building this?
I mentioned this earlier. It's as part of our entire innovation cycle. It's in our SDLC, our software development lifecycle, end to end. So that's how we've built it. Again, both the design, training, the observability, how we roll out products. But we also made it available to our customers. So if you think about some of the things we announced yesterday around model benchmarking, evaluation frameworks, the auditability, observability, all those are capabilities for our customers to also do the same as they're building agents on our platform. And we were one of the first of, I think, 50 or maybe 70 customers that I got ISO 42001 certified, which is essentially the standard for responsible AI in the enterprise. And that just shows how important this is for us, but also for our customers.
The goal that you mentioned is quite simple, right? We build powerful systems, but they have to be governable, auditable, safe to scale, and have the trust of our customers and our own. Yeah. Thank you, Adi. The leaders in this era won't just move fast. We know we'll have to build systems that people can trust. Done right, responsible AI is not a constraint on progress. That's what we understood. It's what makes progress sustainable. Together, we can commit not only to unlocking the full potential of productivity through agentic process automation, but doing so in a way that leaves the world better than we found it. Thank you so much.